Hi, my name is Master Robert Torres with Crescent Moon Karate, and today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over all the basic strikes. Okay, the first strike is called the Shuto strike, or the knife hand strike. The second strike is called the bottom fist, or it's also known as the hammer fist. And the third strike is called an eye poke, or eye gouge. The fourth strike is called a secondary knuckle strike, or a panther strike. And the last strike is called a palm heel strike. Okay, the Shuto strike starts with your hand open. Okay, fingers together, never your thumbs out. Always keep your thumb in. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to bring your hand back behind your ear this way. Point your elbow to your target. Bring your elbow around and Shuto down. Okay, now in this instance, we're aiming for the collarbone with the Shuto strike. So you always want to aim for the collarbone when you're doing that strike. You can also aim for the temple. You can aim for the neck. Okay, but right here, right now, we're using the collarbone here. Okay, so the hand comes from behind the ear. The other hand's up here just for protection in front of you, and then comes down. When you switch hands just like this. Okay, and then strike down. And make sure you strike into the collarbone. All right. If you have any questions, just make sure you ask your instructor in class. The second strike is the bottom fist strike, or the hammer fist. So all you're going to do is make a fist. Okay, and same idea. You make that fist. Make sure the thumb is in. You bring it behind your ear. Okay, and you're going to the shoulder on this strike, just for practicing purposes. So the hand comes down, elbow points to the area that I'm striking at, and comes down onto the shoulder. One more time. Remember, this hand, our right hand, is up for protection. Point the elbow and bring it down to the shoulder. Okay. You can also go to the top of the head. You can go way up here to the top of the head. You bring it back, boom, to the temple, to the side of the head. You even go to the throat. Okay, a couple of different strikes for that technique. Okay. All right. The next thing we're going to do today, guys, is we're going to practice our eye gouge. It's the third strike. Okay, or an eye poke. So, have you ever seen the Three Stooges? Okay, well, they do it a lot. So, what you're going to do is you're going to take your finger, keep your fingers. Now, instead of making them straight like the Three Stooges do, you're going to bend them a little bit. Okay, so they have a slight bend in their fingers. Okay, so don't bend them too much, just a little bit. Okay, and it comes from the chamber. So remember, we talked about this chamber a lot in class. And you take your two fingers and go straight for the eyes. Okay, bring them back and go straight for the eyes right there. Okay. You want to aim underneath the eyes, okay? So not at the eyes, like poking the eyes straight in. You want to hook them in this way, underneath the eyes, okay? All right, and that's the eye poke or the eye gouge, okay? All right, so the next technique we're going to work on, guys, is we're going to also work on the secondary knuckle strike. Now, when you make a fist, your primary knuckles right here, these are your first knuckles. They're your primary knuckles. Your secondary knuckles are the second row of knuckles, okay? So, also gets chambered from the chamber hand. Okay? The primary area that we're striking is to the neck here on number 4, the secondary knuckle strike. Okay? You can also strike to different areas, the bridge of the nose, underneath the nose. Okay? You can Shuto to the neck. But we're doing the secondary knuckle strike to the throat. Okay? So it goes right from the chamber, straight line to the throat. Go from here, and I switch, boom, right to the neck. Okay? That's my area. I'm aiming right from the neck. I strike right into the neck. Everybody see that? Right to the neck. All right, good. So that's a secondary knuckle strike. It's also called a panther strike because it looks like a panther's paw, you know? All right, cool. So the last strike is called the palm heel strike. And a palm heel strike, make your fist, just take your panther's strike and turn it up. Okay? Now what you're doing is you're aiming primarily for the chin. You can also go to the nose, okay? All right, or you can go to the side of the head. But primarily we're going right up underneath the chin here, okay? So you're going to take the chamber and bring it right back, right from here, and you're going to turn your wrist up. You want to make sure you get underneath the chin, okay? Don't turn your wrist this way because then it's a secondary knuckle strike. You want to go underneath the chin, okay? From this position, right from the chamber, straight up underneath the chin. Okay, that's going to force the head to go back and hurt the neck a little bit, okay? So one more time, we've got all 5 techniques. The first one is the Shuto. So watch carefully. We're going to go right from behind the ear and Shuto down. Switching hands, good. Switching hands, just like that. Switching hands, good. Second strike is the bottom fist strike. Right from the ear, down to the shoulder. You can also go to the top of the head, okay? From here, bam. switching hands. Good. Third strike is an eye poke or an eye gouge. So from the chamber out to the eyes. Okay, make sure it comes from the chamber right out to the eyes. Okay, make sure your fingers are bent. Okay, fourth strike is a secondary knuckle strike. Make sure you form your fingers like a panther strike or a panther's paw. Fingers in, okay? Right back and to the throat. Okay, chamber and go to the throat. Okay, that's the fourth strike. The fifth strike and the last strike is the palm heel strike. So just take your panther strike and pull your fingers up, okay? Now bring it back and up underneath the chin. One more time, bring it back, up underneath the chin. From the other angle, up under the chin. From the chamber, up under the chin. All right, and those are the 5 basic strikes for yellow belt to orange belt. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.